So happy to be here. Rener Jiu Jitsu is here with none other than the mighty and great Rener Gracie. Just did a great rolling experience here at the Gracie Academy. And who else and who can better articulate? I've always loved your articulation in Jiu Jitsu and the Jiu Jitsu lifestyle. But man, it is an honor to be here.
Pleasure, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for saying a couple things. He's going to say just a couple things about, of course, what the book's about.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the book that I've always dreamt of but never actually did. My man Mark right here, I've known him for a long time. He's a very dedicated jiu-jitsu practitioner. And, I've always kind of contemplated the idea of making a book that takes principles of jiu-jitsu and applies them to life, every aspect of life for people who have nothing to do with jiu-jitsu. And for him to be as experienced as he is and as accomplished as he is in jiu-jitsu, he definitely has the expertise in jiu-jitsu to really dissect and understand these principles well enough to really start to make the connections off the mat, which I think takes people a long time usually to make those connections. It took me 30 years. But what I will say is this, is that, for people out there who really don't say, oh, is the connection real, or is there something going on here, and is this even worth looking into, these connections between jiu-jitsu principles and the application, whether it's business, relationship, health, fitness, mindset, any aspect of problem solving, personal or professional, do these principles actually apply? I'll just say this, is that I've been training jiu-jitsu for, like I said, 30 plus years. I'm 33, and in no way has jiu-jitsu served me more than in my professional business career. And I pride myself in someone that is always thinking outside the box, is always trying to find new ways of sharing jiu-jitsu with the whole world. And the amount of jiu-jitsu principle that needed to be applied in order to make jiu-jitsu known to the world is absolutely ridiculous. And as one quick example, and I know we got places to go, people to see, was the injury that I had. Hurt my low back. I actually herniated my L5-S1 disc and was out for 10 months, no jiu-jitsu. Now, for a jiu-jitsu professional who makes his living with his body, and from a family that basically his entire legacy is built on the physical use of our bodies, there could have been no incident more debilitating and more offsetting than injuring the center of your spine, the lower back there, that would really take you off the mats for almost a year. So for me, initially, it was one of the most depressing and challenging moments of my life. I was only 19, 20 years old. And, when that situation happened, I had two ways to look at it. One was, wow, look at how much I'm missing out on. The other is, wait a minute, what is the sign here, right? Because in jiu-jitsu, one of the most important principles is becoming comfortable in worst case scenarios. Because once you're comfortable in worst case scenarios cease to exist. So for me in that situation, I said, well, I could be upset about what I don't have right now, which is jiu-jitsu, or I can think about what I do have, and more importantly, what this lesson now is teaching me and preparing me for the rest of my life. So naturally, the thought I had when I hurt my back at 20 years old was, what if I hurt my back at 30 years old, or 35 years old, or 40 years old? What if there ever comes a time when I cannot use my body to share jiu-jitsu with the rest of the world? So then right away, I began the planning and development phase of what eventually became Gracie University. Because my thought was, once I heal from this injury, I want to be able to capture everything I've ever learned in my life of jiu-jitsu, put it into a streaming video database online, the most complete video database of linear jiu-jitsu progression to ever exist, so that if I die or am incapacitated in any way, my legacy lives on. So had I not broken my back at 20 years old, Gracie University would not exist.
Wow.
So if that's not an example of using jiu-jitsu's principle of comfort in worst case scenarios to make the best out of any situation, then I don't know what is. Now, I can't wait to dig into this book, because maybe there are some principles of jiu-jitsu that apply in life that I don't know yet. And if there is even one gold nugget of life application of jiu-jitsu that is in here that I don't know yet, guess what? I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna apply it. And the rest of you guys out there who aren't looking into it and aren't investigating ideas like this, guess what? You're gonna tap out on the mat or in real life. Much respect, congratulations, bro. Can't wait to investigate deeper. This is what it's all about, guys. Jiu-jitsu for life.
Thank you.